Good morning. It is 6:40. Just walked away from camp. Man, another beautiful view on this side over here. Adam was still getting packed up. I told him, I said, well, we know how it is out here. I'll either see you in an hour or 2 weeks. Today should be a good day. I think we got a good bit of climbing again. I don't know that we got any like huge individual climbs. It's just a lot of like ups and downs. I don't know. We're gonna see what today holds, but just looking forward for the rest of this stretch to put me in position that I want to be in on the last day of the stretch. Hoping to see if I can get 25 or more again, which I had been doing no problem. Yesterday though was a struggle. The one thing that's going to be way different about the end of this stretch, every other town stop in New Mexico, the trail or the alternate I was on walks right into the town. This one, we get to a highway in Colorado and we have to hitch. I think it's like 30 miles back into Chama, New Mexico. So this will be first for this trail. Of course, not a first for ever, but all right, let me show you the view and let's get walking. It's already started. Came from over there. The trail just zigzags around. Stayed on the one path, ended up way down there. Now far out is showing the trail's way up on the other side of this. There was no trail going that way. So I guess it's gonna be another one of these kind of days. So I kept walking here on this road. Apparently that's not the trail. According to the GPS, I mean, I'm supposed to be going right here. There is no trail anywhere here. It's impossible because you can't walk with your GPS open and just follow the little dot because you don't have enough battery power for that. And I have been off trail more than I have been on trail this first 30 minutes today. Whoa. I heard something. I don't know if you hear it crashing. This trail's real thick in here. I turned around a little bit. Let's run this little bend. There's an elk standing right there, like not 18 yards. And it just went crashing down in the woods. Ooh. We're gonna do a big panorama here. I have seen 2 more elk this morning. Didn't get a good look at either of them. I pretty much jumped them up. Saw flashes of their bodies as they were taking off through the trees. I'm still a couple days from the Colorado border. But this sure is not looking like the same New Mexico that I've been in. Just came out there on this road. And there's at least one car up here. I need to take a break anyway. I'm overly ready for the morning break. Let's go up here and see what's going on and if there's a good place to stop. Oh, there's multiple cars. Must be a white and silver car convention, like a white car club. I think there's a privy down there. I may walk down there. Let's see what's over here. Oh, wow. It is 10 a.m. I'm done right at 9 miles. There's a bunch more cars getting here. There's got to be 30 people around that little lake up there. Anyway, I use the privy. I'm going to dig my trash out, have a snack, sit here and take a break for a bit. All right, it's 10:30. I again took too long of a break, but oh well. I have 1 liter of water, that I put electrolytes in. So I'm gonna need to get, there's several water spots in the next 2 miles. And then the next good one's not for another 6 past that. So I do need to stop and grab a little water because I'll probably stop for lunch at some point before 8 miles. So I'll stop at some point here soon, get a little water, and then we'll just see what we can make in the next couple hours before lunch. While I was sitting there, man, there was at least 30 people. One of the families was like yelling what kind of sodas they wanted somebody to get out of the car, like orange and Dr. Pepper, and man, serious FOMO for me. I just picked up some water at the stream, got another liter, and drank a little bit, and man, it is cold, clear water. And now that we're around water all of a sudden, I was swarmed with mosquitoes for the first time. All right, I'm at 10,500 feet, and all of a sudden, I am seeing lots of the white stuff. Just big piles, like I haven't melted in the shade. Haven't had to walk through any yet, but there's definitely a lot more, and it's increasing in frequency. Man, today is getting like more and more pretty. It's clouding up, but they're, like friendly clouds. So the sun's not beaming on me. And it's kind of cool. I mean, it's probably in the 60s and a little breezy, so it's kind of cool. And it's just been very pleasant walking, especially since I got to the top, because I'm only a couple miles into this like 10 miles of mostly down. So it's I don't know, it's just been a very pleasant stroll and just a beautiful backdrop. This is behind me. There have just been a ton of blowdowns today. They're like speed bumps. It is 20 after 1 p.m. I've been looking for a lunch spot for a little bit. I'm ready for lunch. I've had over 16 miles hiked already, but I've yet to find anywhere that's a little bit of a flat spot with a little bit of a shade. But we're going downhill. It's been like a fairly, you can't tell there, most of it's been a pretty rough, rocky forest road down. But there's another collection of trees up here, so hopefully find a spot there, because I'm ready. Here's my lunch view. I just sat down, it's a few minutes ago. It's 1:30. I'm gonna sit here for a while, kind of tired. I've done 16 and a half already. Look at these feet. Like, I clean these every day. They were cleaned last night with wet wipes. And this is what they look like after a few hours of walking. All right, time to eat. I had my lunch and had a nice little rest for about 35 minutes. And we are back on the move. It got kind of cold sitting there. The sun came out again once I packed up. But the sun had been hiding behind the clouds and it was kind of breezy. So you see this gate here. There's no fence next to it. Hasn't been for a long time. And there's lots of these out here like this. I mean, not the majority by any means, but like it's not uncommon. There's a few others down there. I don't know if this big one knows I'm here. Well, the first one. I saw at least 2 of them there, so that's 5 for the day already. That's pretty cool. 5 elk, 4 different instances, 5 elk. One thing I've been noticing is I'm really hitting the energy walls a lot earlier when I'm up to over 9 and 10,000 feet. Like today, I was up to 10.5. I don't know what, I think I'm around 9.5 right now. But man, for the last hour, I feel like I just want to fall asleep while I'm walking. I've done a little over 20 so far. There's a river up here in about 1.5 miles. Supposed to have really good water. There's some comments about how it's just great camping. There's one comment that there were 8 different tents there one night, and everybody had their own little private camp area. I mean, sounds lovely, but I'll probably be there around 4 o'clock, so it's too early to stop. But I'm definitely going to stop and have a break there and get water. This is a nice little personal 1 tent site, private. I hear the water, but I don't see it yet. I'm sitting here taking a break. I'm actually going to, I've got some water going here. I have some tea from Taiwan that Esther had so much food when in Cuba. She was insisting I take stuff. I kept telling her no. I finally agreed to take 1 pack of tea. I'm not really a big tea person, but I'm gonna drink it now and see if that gives me any energy. I mean, quite honestly, it's way too early to stop. I need to get another 5 miles in at least, but it would be really nice to stop here at this nice campsite, soak my feet in that water, and just be done for the day. I don't think Adam, I haven't seen him since I left camp this morning. I don't think he'll go past here. He normally does a little bit shorter days, and he had mentioned that this may be his stop. So I don't know. I'm gonna drink some tea and relax for a bit and figure it out. This was a lovely spot. I've been here for over an hour. I drank my tea. I did soak my feet in the cold water, washed my feet, my toes and legs off, had a snack. I went ahead and got my water for the evening because there is a water source in 2.5, but it's not as good as this one. His last comment was trickling. So I got water for the night. Now, I considered staying here because the distance, I'm only 54 miles from the pass to go to town, and I don't want to be there. I want 2 more full hiking days and then the short morning in, because it's a long hitch. I'd like to be there early in the day. So I don't know what that's going to do for me, but I don't want to sit here because even if I knew Adam was going to come here, I mean, maybe I would, but I don't know he's even coming to this spot. So I could just be sitting here for 3.5 more hours before dark for no reason. So I'm feeling good after that break. I'm going to go get a couple more miles. I may not go that much further. Maybe only a few miles, get me closer to 25. I just feel better doing 25. So let's go. One thing I don't know if I mentioned earlier, part of the reason I decided to continue as well is there's a lot of climbing from where I was down the bottom by that river to the rest of this section. Especially if I would have stayed there, been a lot tomorrow. So I've already climbed 500 feet and now I'm kind of on a flattish, slightly downhill for a bit. When I get to the end of this one, I'll make a decision if I want to climb up another a little over 500 feet. There's a place to camp on comments and far out. At like both of these steps in the elevation. So I wanted to break up that climb a little bit to get a better start tomorrow morning. still got a little bit of climbing. See that SUV? There's also been a couple ATVs zooming up that road. The road goes the same place I'm going, up on top up here. I've got about another mile to where I'm planning to stop. There's supposed to be good camping, but I'm hoping there's not a bunch of car campers there, the way it looks with this road traffic. It is about 10 after 7, getting real close to where my stopping point is. I just came up on 2 Z-Pax duplex tents, and I don't know who it is, unless it's not thru hikers. I said something, and they never responded. So, they're probably already sleeping. It could be those guys I call Bob and Tom, because I can't remember. They have just regular government names, and I can't remember what they are. I know they're ones that like get up at 4 and walk at 5, so maybe they stop early. I don't know. Somewhere right around here, there's a comment that someone camped here recently, and 3 wild horses came in at 3 a.m. and was eating grass. It is 10 minutes till 8. I'm all cleaned up, changed into my sleep clothes. So where those first 2 guys were, that's probably 0.2 or 0.3 back. And then right where I was gonna go, I'm pretty sure it's first gear. I yelled, "Hey, first gear," when I walked by. He must have been sleeping too. But he's only a couple hundred yards from me down the road and then back in the trees. There have been several ATVs just behind me. Heard a couple of guys talking loud. They haven't come down this road or trail. It's actually the CDT, but it's a dirt road in front of me yet. Hopefully they don't, because I'm only about 12 feet off of that road. It was a pretty good day. Ended up doing 27.1. Sitting pretty good for tomorrow, I think. Looking forward to eating some dinner. I'm going to go ahead and tell you goodnight now, though, because it's going to get dark pretty quick, and there's somebody only a couple hundred yards from me, so I'm going to be kind of quiet. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.